Good morning, students. Today we'll start the new chapter, that is the electoral politics. How electoral politics take place, how elections happen, what is election, why do we need election, and what makes election democratic. All these issues we'll discuss in this chapter regarding elections in school. Right now, if you go through the newspaper, you will be getting the news related to elections in United States of America. The election for president are going on there. In the same way, elections take place in every country. In some countries, these take place in 4 years. In some countries, these take place in 5 years. In some countries, these take place in 6 years. But most of the countries which are democratic have elections regularly. They have elections in a fixed time period, and the governments may keep change, may remain same, but that is elected by the government. We study about the one election in Haryana. A news in the newspaper has been published about Haryana Assembly election. That is, the time is after midnight. An expectant crowd sitting for the past 5 hours in a choke of the town and waiting for the leader to come out. The organizers assures and reassures and crowd that he would be here any moment. The crowd stands up whenever a passing vehicle comes that way. It arose hope that he has come. This was about they waiting for their leader, Mr. Devi Lal, the chief of Haryana Sangharsh Samiti, who was addressed a meeting in Karnal on Thursday midnight. The 76-year-old leader is a very busy man these days. His day starts at 8 a.m. and ends after 11 p.m. He has already addressed 9 election meetings since morning and been constantly addressing people and public meetings for past 23 months and preparing for this election. This news was published in the newspaper. This news reports is about the state assembly election in Haryana in 1987. The state had been ruled by a Congress-led government since 1982. Chaudhry Devilal, then an opposition leader, led a movement called Nyay Yudh, Struggle for Justice, and formed a new party, Lok Dal. The name of the party was Lok Dal. His party joined other opposition parties to form a front against the Congress in the elections. In the election campaign, Devilal said that if his party won the elections, his government would waive the loans of farmers and small businessmen. He promises that this would be the first action of his government. This is how election goes. Whenever we see the elections, the campaign is launched by the parties, maybe the opposition party, maybe by the ruling party, and they go to the people, they addresses the public meetings, and they gives a plan that what they are going to do, and they make the promises. This is how the elections go. Election goes, and this is what we have seen in that election as well. The people were unhappy with the existing government. They were also attracted by Devilal's promises. So, when elections were held, they voted overwhelmingly in favor of Lok Dal and its allies. Lok Dal and its partners won 76 out of 90 seats in the state assembly. Lok Dal alone won 60 seats and thus led a clear majority in the assembly. The Congress could win only 5 seats. So this was the result of the election. Now, once the election results were announced, the sitting chief minister resigned. The newly elected members of the Legislative Assembly of Lokdal chose Devilal their leader. The governor invited Devilal to be the new chief minister. 3 days after the election results were declared, he became the chief minister. As soon as he became the chief minister, his government issued a government order waiving the outstanding loans of small farmers, agricultural laborers and small businessmen. His party ruled the states for 4 years. The next election was held in 1991, but this time his party did not win popular support. The Congress won the election and formed the government. This is the story to make you aware about the procedure of elections. Whenever elections happen, the same process go on. Election, we have discussed that how the preparation of election goes on. After election, the present chief minister or the prime minister resigns, and the leader of new political party who has won, the leader of new house, whosoever has been chosen the leader, he is called by the president or the governor to form the government, and he forms the government. Then he starts working on the issues what they have discussed in the elections and they promised in the elections. But why do we need elections? What is the need for the elections? Elections take place regularly in any democracy. There are more than 100 countries, there are about more than 200 countries in the world now, and there are more than 150 countries there in which we have elections. People choose their representatives to form the government. But what is the need for the election? Because it's become very difficult for us to take the decisions for the government. How can someone take decisions on the part of the country? Who will provide you the basic facilities like the electricity, education, housing, sanitation? All these works are done by the representatives who are chosen by us. And if we don't have elections, how can we choose our representatives? So the elections are very necessary, because by elections we choose who will make laws for us. What people do, they choose the representatives who make laws for them. Otherwise the country would not be able to run. Then they can choose who will form the government and take major decisions on behalf of the country. And then they can choose the party whose policies will guide the government and lawmaking. So this is about the need of the elections. These are the reasons why we need elections in the countries, and elections regularly take place in the country. Now, what makes an election democratic? We study further the election process in the next video. Thank you.